Hey, it's Tom Z with Traction Real Estate Mentors, and in this quick video, I want to discuss a topic that's really important these days to wholesaling real estate. You want to keep it rolling and stay tuned. I just wrapped up my one-day wholesaling, the Rapid Cash Generator Masterclass here in Little Rock, Arkansas. And there's an interesting thing that's happened in Arkansas and a number of other states where the legislatures of the states seem to be anti-wholesaler a little bit, or they want to pass laws that change the way wholesaling works. What's interesting is most of the problems that they're having with real estate investors, it's not actually wholesalers. They're calling them wholesalers, but it usually winds up being other issues like subject to or mortgage fraud or other things, but they seem to be labeling it as wholesaling. It's concerning, but the number one thing we can do is just make sure we comply with what the laws are. So here's one of the very interesting things. Remember that when you are wholesaling, you have to be very conscious of what it is that you are actually selling. In wholesaling, you are not buying and selling a property. You are buying and selling a contract to purchase a property. You are buying and selling all the rights and responsibilities in that contract to purchase a piece of property. It's not the actual property that you're buying and selling, it's the contract that you're selling. So that's called equitable interest. All the rights and responsibilities in the contract, and that is what you need to market as, and that's what you need to remember that you are actually selling. That way you don't run afoul of laws about brokering without a license, and that you stay fully compliant with what your state law lets you do. Now, if you're selling a contract and not a property, if they're going to get picky about you even talking about the address of the property or any description of the property, because then you'd be selling a property, not a contract, here's what my attorneys have recommended that I do. Now, you should check with your attorneys before you do it, but I'm going to tell you what's been recommended to me. And that's simply to put the address of the property and any description or anything you want to say about the property into the contract. Because now that it's in the contract, it's a material part of the contract. And since it's the contract that we're selling, I have every right to disclose what's in that contract. In fact, I have an obligation to show what's in that contract. So if the address is in the contract and the description of the property is in the contract, then I should have no problem. Again, your mileage may vary and you need to check with your own attorneys, but that's how I am being advised. If you enjoyed this quick training tip, go ahead and hit the like button below, because I'd love to have more people understand how this works to make sure we keep everybody wholesaling happily and safe and not running afoul of any state law. For Traction Real Estate Mentors, it's Tom Z from Little Rock, Arkansas. I'll talk to you later.